Hi. One of the things that my students have a lot of trouble with is figuring out how to use the research databases and getting to the research databases and what to do once you're at the research databases, right? So I thought that we would take a look at that today. All right, so here we are at the Reedley College homepage, okay? And we're just going to go over here to the library icon. And we're going to look down here until we see research databases, okay? Click on that. And here you have a list of all your databases. What the heck is a database? It's a list of articles with links, credible articles, academic sources that you can use to write your paper, to back up the points that you are making, okay? This one right here, EBSCO, the host is Academic Search. It's a really good one. You can find just about everything there. I want to call your attention to another one. JSTOR, which this one right here, I use that one all the time. It's really good. Also, I want to call your attention to another thing. So say you're writing about, as some of you are, Jack's circumstance of being raised by a single mom and having an abusive dad and how that affected him, and not only his childhood, but who he became and all of that, right? So for something like that, you're going to want to talk about psychological influences and emotional growth and that sort of thing, right? And that you're going to find in this Psychology and Behavioral Sciences collection, okay? So when you go in there, if you want to look up something like single mom, abusive father, cognitive development. Let's just try that, okay? So what do we get? Oh, look at this one. What's mom got to do with it? Contributions of maternal executive. So if you're looking for statistics or examples of single moms struggling to raise sons or children and other extenuating issues that have to go with that, I think that this particular database is a good start for you, okay? Now, let's go back to the beginning, and let's look at EBSCO, okay? Put one right at the top. All right. So, say you know where you're writing about this boy's life, right? So maybe you want to find out. You want to find out that your teacher cannot. Right. Okay, so you want to find out what other people have to say about maybe you want to read an interview with Tobias Wolff, right? Several of you, I suggested that you do that. So let's see what we can find out here. Okay, there we've got our book, of course. So, see this what I'm doing right here? There's a lot of staring and reading and going, We'll be doing a lot of that, right? Because that's what research is. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. So please do not put it off till the end, okay? So you should be able to find articles in here to back up what you have to say. Now, suppose you're just like, you just can't find anything in these research databases. I will tell you that as far as like searching goes, Google Scholar is maybe a little bit more user-friendly. So Google Scholar, but there's something you gotta watch out. So let me show you. So first of all, Google Scholar right up here. See this little guy with the hat, the graduation hat, the cap on? Okay, so this boy's life. Okay, I should have capitalized that, but that's okay. All right. Oh, good. Interviews, that's good. Ooh, look at this one. I like this. That looks good. I'd like to talk about that. But, yes, I accept. But let me see. Can I look at this article? Can I actually read it? Yes. Oh, look at this one. I can read this whole one. That's great. And also kind of rare. Because most of the time, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay? Of course, the one I picked, you could. But that's all right. Let's look at... Where's this from? Yeah, let me look at this one. Okay. Here's the abstract, which is great. So when you're researching, instead of reading every single article to see if there's anything in there for you, read the abstract, because that's only about 100 words, and it will tell you what's in there. Okay, it will tell you what is in the article. Okay, so it does. Is this it? That might be the... No, that's just it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to look to see if we have this at our Ridley College, in our Ridley College database, because there we have access to it, right? That's the problem. If you find something on Google Scholar, you may not have access to it. But because you're a Ridley College student, you have access to here, okay? So all I did was take that title and I stuck it in this the search for on our Ridley College site. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. That's not it, but it gave me a pretty good one. Look at that. That might have something in it that I can use. Sometimes you will find things on Google Scholar that you can open, and sometimes you won't, and you'll have to open it here. Sometimes you won't find it here. Sometimes you will. That's the nature of the researching beast, which is why you cannot put it off to the last. Okay, and one more thing I want to show you. So actually, let's go back. Let's go here. Okay, look at this super duper cool thing over on the side. Look, you have to put a citation. You have to do an in-text citation, right? Which you know how to do that. The author's name, the page number, right? In parentheses, no comma. For your works cited at the end of your paper, you're going to need citations, right? And look at this. I just clicked on cite over here. What we're going to look for is MLA. Boom. I shouldn't say boom. I don't like it when I do that. Okay, so look, and I can copy it straight from here. And it's even got the little 7 spaces indent, which isn't always on here. So if it isn't, make sure you do it, okay? So you copy this, paste it right into your works cited, okay? Pretty easy. Most important thing, give yourself lots of time. Researching takes forever. Okay, that's it. Thanks for listening.